Hey, trying this one more time. As T.S. Madison always say, is we live? Oh, is we live? I can't tell if the audio works or not until somebody come on and say, I hear you. I hear you, girl. I hear you. Anyway, the first part of this video, well, I'm going to split it up in two parts anyway. I was trying to get everything set up so it'd be one. But the main, most important point and purpose of this video is to highlight the drama and trauma I'm going through with my Galaxy Note Edge. And also to highlight why it's so important, why the Illinois right to repair, and if you have a similar legislation in your state going, why it's so important to participate and vote on that, because this ain't just happening to my phone, it's happening to people's cars, it's happening to people who have iPhones, it's happening to people with Samsung, where people are left high and dry with a device or car or refrigerator or anything that's computerized. More and more these days, more and more stuff is computerized. So therefore, those devices are dependent upon companies not dropping the ball and dropping support for these devices. So I'm splitting up what I thought was going to be one video into two videos just to point out this ritual that I go through with. I have to freeze my device and my battery so that I can get my phone to come back on. Because Trina, that's my Galaxy Note Edge, and I call her Trina because she the baddest bitch. She has been raped by Samsung with that latest update. And every time I go through the freeze ritual, I have to pray that my phone will come back on. And so, right before your eyes, I'm making this video so that I have legal evidence of the drama and the trauma that one goes through having this problem. So right now, I'm going to pray that after I've kept it frozen, that it will come back on. So far, no go. Now, it was my desire, worked hard all day. It was my desire to use this phone, but I may have to wait another day. And imagine your elderly relative having a phone that they can't use. And me, I can't afford another one. I cannot. I cannot go out and buy another one of these. No time soon. And right now, it's useless. So I may have to wait another whole entire day. I don't know. But right now, it's not coming on. Not coming on. I'm going to try a second battery, hope and pray that works. But this is what I go through. So I've been cut off from the world, all of society, no form or means of communication. And I have been living like this for 5 months now, since January 22nd. Phone comes on when it feel like coming on. And it's not a hardware issue because the phone would never come back on if it was a hardware issue. Hardware fails. Once it go out, it's out. It's over. It's a wrap. This is a firmware issue. And I put the information in the description for other Galaxy Note 4 or Galaxy Note Edge owners who may be going through the same problem where you get an error and your device will not boot properly, you can't charge it, none of that. None of that. I have to use an external charger outside my phone to get my battery charged back up because the phone device itself went out indefinitely. And it's all Samsung a plot that Samsung ain't gonna admit. They have admitted, I got it in writing. They have admitted they are at fault. The problem is on their end. But they refuse to resolve that situation with me amicably by providing me the original software that came with this phone. I couldn't just do a, a factory reset because the firmware itself is stopping the factory reset from going through and making it seem like there's some type of faulty error on the hardware. It's software, it's firmware. And I think Samsung did it deliberately in order to force people into the next model of phone. Since Note 7 was a big flop, they want all the Note 4 and 4 edges to move on over to 8. And I refuse to. I refuse to. So Trina, the baddest bitch, won't be doing live today. And that is why she's my best phone. She's the one I like the best for sounds and everything else. Picture, sound, everything. Can't use it because I can't force Samsung to provide me with a replacement, either the firmware directly to me. They're giving me all kinds of bull crap about they only give that to the telephone companies or Best Buy or like that. And both of those, I have signed letters by both of those organizations saying they ain't seen a Samsung technician in years. So basically, we ass out. That's what the right to repair, if you're an Illinois resident, that's what the right to repair bill is all about. This affects cars. This affects any manufacturer of any product that you're using. You have a right to repair. You have a right to repair and not be ripped off or forced into the next model or getting something else besides what you purchased. You have a right to a certain expectation when something does go wrong, it can be repaired. That's what that bill is all about. I'm trying to put a face on it because when you see a bunch of gobbledygook, I know a lot of y'all allergic to reading, but I did take the time to do the reading and the research for y'all. And when you see this come across your voting ballot, make sure you vote that in because that's what this is all about. Um, I try to make my videos educational. This is what I'm going through. I can't use a device I really depend on, that I prefer, that is the most capable of doing everything I need it to do, but it's been raped by the lollipop update that makes this phone run hot and cuts itself off to save its own life. And it's a big question mark as to whether it will come back on. And I'm going through that right now. So That's all I got to say about that. I'm going to come back on here. I'm getting out this video. I just wanted to make an official one for this purpose. I was praying. I really was praying that my phone would come back on, but it ain't going to happen today. So I'm coming about this video, so it'll just be dedicated to um, this topic, Galaxy. No, I'm coming back. I got a haul video and gardening. They work together for me, so I'm doing them together because they are related to gardening. Anyway, peace and love. So I'll see you again in the next video. I hope the audio works because I sure can't tell. There's somebody watching me that won't say anything, but I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, say yes. I can hear you. If not, peace. I'm out.